I ain't the kind who wear a tie, button up from 9 to 5. I tried that life but said goodbye. I'm not always polite, but I get the job done. Who says the world can never be fun? I'm simply unprofessional. Simply unprofessional.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Simply Unprofessional. I'm your host, Webby. Join me tonight. We got Devin.
Hey, everybody. I'm Devin. How's it going?
Devin, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, you know, I had a migraine.
That's
But
not good.
my tooth doesn't hurt because it's not there, and the hole's finally kind of healed over.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bright side.
Yeah.
Bright side.
So, this week, you have a surprise topic that you want to talk about.
Yes.
And then I have a couple things that I'd like to get, just kind of bounce ideas off of you being the co-host of SU. One of which being this year for the charity stream in December.
Okay.
We're bringing back the Hot Sauce Challenge.
We are.
Now.
For reasons.
Well, I mean, people enjoyed it last. They loved seeing us in pain.
It's fine. The only issue is you're running into now is this. We've done that hot sauce box, so we have to find a new hot sauce box that's different, but also not like insanely expensive.
Well, I don't know. John already got that hot sauce box. And unless ours expired, we still have those hot sauces. And some of
I
those
don't have
weren't.
hot sauce anymore.
Oh, I think I shoved mine in like the back of a cabinet. I mean, me and you can just go find either of those same hot sauces or something new. I don't mind. As long as they're hot sauces in general.
Yeah.
Because I think John already got his.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I have options to get hot sauces. Like I can just dig them up and find that same one. I'm looking at it right now. It's $25 now. Jesus Christ! But
whatever you decide on getting, make sure that you link it to me, and I'll get one for me too. That way, me and you are doing the same ones at least.
Heatonist. Let me go to Heatonist real quick because Heatonist.
Oh,
would be the
that's going to be part of what I bring up.
What?
So I've been watching these videos.
Is it because of the ones that I posted, the one with Stone Cold, and then you kind of went down a rabbit hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Hot Ones. I watch Hot Ones every week.
I've watched...
Hot Ones was where I got the original idea for the Hot Sauce Challenge last year.
I've watched maybe a dozen of these so far.
I love
Hot Ones. So for those of the listeners who don't know what Hot Ones is, if you go to YouTube, you can check up... you can just probably click on Hot Ones, but... what is it? First We Feast?
First We Feast.
And... essentially, it's one person conducting an interview and asking their guests a bunch of random questions about their career and whatnot. And in between questions, they eat chicken wings that are progressively more and more spicy. And then, like, just seeing some of these people in pain is hilarious. I loved the Key and Peele one. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I mean, Key was just like...
I've seen them all.
He's like, you know what, Sean? You know what, Sean? Fuck you. But what got me thinking was... that wouldn't really work for our particular hot sauce challenge on SU. Because Rob's going to be hosting it this year. Because last year...
He almost died.
He almost died. He was struggling with the hot sauce as it was... But then he made the mistake. He made the mistake of touching his eye, and he was miserable for quite some time afterwards.
And I kept telling him to stop. Like we said numerous times. Just stop.
Dude, we gave him an out before we even went into that challenge. We gave him an out, and we told him that if John threw in the white towel,
I'm like, just stop.
Yeah, and we said that if John threw in the white towel, that Rob had to stop. But no matter what, me and you were going to be doing it. And then I give Edquist a million props. He stuck with it to the end.
I know. I give him props, 100%.
But
funny,
I did feel
that
bad.
hot. Like, after a while, it wasn't even that hot. Like that last one wasn't really that hot.
Well, you start getting so numb in the mouth that you just don't taste things.
And I mean, to be fair, I had the worst answers of the bunch because they were asking a lot of fucking just off the wall questions here and there, and I was just like, yeah,
right.
I'm not caught up on. I haven't caught up or buffed up on old trivia. So here we go.
So
and what it is.
I did send Rob something, and I'm going to be talking to him about it because he's the one hosting it this year, and John's going to be participating. I'm sure we can rope Austin into participating as well. But if you see it, you're a fan of Hot Ones. Have you seen the Hot Ones Truth or Dabs?
Yeah, I have.
I linked one of those to Rob, and my pitch was essentially, hey, you don't have to replace the entire thing with this Truth or Dab, but if you wanted to do a segment of it, you could essentially do that as well, where essentially he will ask us questions or even quiz us on, trivial things like, old school video games or, whatever. Things that we would actually have a chance of knowing, like interests of ours. And if we got something wrong, we'd have to, put a little extra hot sauce on a wing and eat the wing. Or he could ask us, essentially questions, and we could either tell the truth and answer the question and not eat the chicken wing. Or if we really didn't want to answer that question, we'd have to eat the chicken wing. Now, his reply to me when I sent this to him was... Hold on, I will read it verbatim. Actually, I have it pulled up. He said, that'd be really cool, although I'm not sure I could come up with anything that you yokels wouldn't answer. And I said, true.
I mean, that is arguably true. I mean,
yeah, true. especially me and Devin.
I mean, we did have a conversation that like we would answer just about anything. I mean, we've had this conversation before. We brought up Truth or Dare in other games before, and then me and you thought about it, and we're like, that's not going to work because
it wouldn't work with me and you. I don't think. I think other members of the Distractions Media crew may not want to answer certain things or whatnot. And I'm not. And I know we've kind of been pinned into a corner before, and we've had an internal discussion about it. About like, oh well, let's throw other members under the bus. Who's your favorite member? Who's your least favorite? We're not talking things like that. We're just trying to talk like embarrassing things in general, or things that people maybe wouldn't want to answer.
Yeah.
But I figured that I wanted to get your opinion on something along those lines as well for this year's Hot Sauce.
I'm totally fine with it.
Because it was fun last year, but I don't know if I cared for just like the quizzing of purely Distractions Media content, I guess.
People would enjoy it.
So.
I mean, so say what you will with that. People enjoyed it.
And I mean, if you're listening, if you wanted to do something similar to that, like, you could ask us individually and kind of get a couple things that we consider ourselves really big fans of, and then go through and ask some questions specific to us about some of our interests and try to find some kind of more obscure questions. Like the one that I linked to Rob was between Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron, and like one of Seth Rogen's thing was he's a big Zelda fan. So his first question was, how many rupees can Link hold in the original Legend of Zelda game? And he got it wrong, so he had to eat the chicken wing. But I mean, things like that.
Something like that would be fun. That'd be fun. It'd be a lot of fun.
But I mean, he can't just specifically say, "Oh, Devin, how many of this in the original Mario game?" If you didn't play Mario or if you were never a fan of Mario, you know what I mean? That's why I'm saying Edquist, being the host, you could actually approach the people who you know are going to be participating and just say, "Hey, what are some of the things that aren't so obvious that you consider yourself a really big fan of?" Like, obviously John's would be Star Wars. Good luck trying to stump John on a Star Wars question, but like, you wouldn't be able to ask me the same questions as you could ask John about Star Wars, because I fess up, I don't know that much about it.
Right.
So, but yeah. Anyway, that was just kind of that was my idea as I was watching these things. I figured I'd pitch that at you and figure out what your thoughts were on it as the SU co-host, and maybe we could
No, I'm all for it. I like it.
bring it to the table for the stream. So maybe
I'm all for it.
you and Rob can talk about it on Friday or whatever when we get on a call before we play any games.
Absolutely, that sounds good to me.
So that's all I had to bring up.
All right.
So
Well,
what was your secret?
So seeing that, I saw the same thing about you with Matrix 4, and I was like, okay, Matrix 4. My mind immediately went to a topic. Franchises that either went too far or should have quit when they were ahead, or franchises that need to just die. Film franchises or series that just need to stop.
I can say one film franchise that I felt started off good, progressively got worse, and then got really good again.
Which one?
Spider-Man. Like, I thought the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire was good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would consider those separate franchises, though. Like, I wouldn't count all of the, although I feel like this franchise never should have started, but I wouldn't count, like, the Fantastic Fours as, like, one franchise.
Okay.
You know, because they're not, like, a linked series of movies. You know, you have the first two, and then after that, it's just, like, reboot. I mean, I guess you could throw that in there too. Movies that they keep rebooting that obviously don't work. Number one for me is King Arthur. You've tried a billion times.
I don't know. I really liked that last one.
I did not.
The one with Charlie Hunnam in it.
It was an alright movie. It was not a great King Arthur movie.
No, okay. Yeah. Okay, let me premise you are not wrong. Now, let me also premise I loved the visual effects in that movie. And I thought it was really well done, and it was a very entertaining movie. Not so great as far as if you want to know anything about the lore of King Arthur.
Yeah, I feel the same way about the Robin Hood movie. Like, it was also an enjoyable movie.
Yes, a very highly enjoyable movie. Not a great movie if you want to know the lore of Robin Hood.
Not a good Robin Hood movie. Like, you could just call it Guy in Hood does stuff with Bo.
Yeah, like, no, I 100% agree. Like, I sat down, I've watched them, and I would watch them again. Like, I didn't dislike the movies, but they are not good as far as the mythos behind those particular lores.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I feel like they're good, but I wouldn't call them good. I wouldn't call them good looks for the franchise of King Arthur.
Fair.
That is King Arthur. And,
what was your favorite King Arthur movie?
God.
And Robin Hood.
My favorite King Arthur movie is sadly probably fucking the TV show.
Which one?
Not the most recent one. Yeah, the most recent one. What was that? What was it called? Hold on.
Merlin?
Yeah, that one. There we go.
I loved Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin was great. I couldn't think of it. I was like Arthur? No, that's not it. I'm sitting here like blanking. Yeah,
I didn't mind the actual like King Arthur movie, the one with Keira Knightley in it.
It wasn't terrible. It was alright. Again, not a great. Another one, kind of the same boat. The Three Musketeers, kind of the same thing. Like those, all those independent, those fucking the public domain movies. They're not great. Like they're always like good, but they're not great.
Yeah.
Like they're entertaining. Like, and I have to say, ironically, I have to go Men in Tights for Robin Hood, just because that was enjoyable for multiple reasons.
Not okay. I will say that is my favorite spoof movie for sure for Robin Hood.
Oh,
if I'm going more like realistic, I'm gonna probably go the Russell Crowe Robin Hood one. I really enjoyed that.
That one. Yeah, that was realistic. That was good. It was, but I don't know if it was the greatest Robin Hood movie either. But it was alright. But yeah, so what other movies? Franchise? Like I have a couple that need to stop.
Franchises that just need to stop. All right.
Yeah, movie franchise that could have called it quit. So ones that went too far.
All the horror
ones that need to stop. I mean, Saw is right there. I think Saw probably should have stopped around Saw 2 or Saw 3. I think Saw 3 was Saw 3 was pretty good. Yeah, Saw
I've
3 was
only
really
seen
good.
the first one.
Saw
I
was good.
enjoyed
Saw
the first one.
Saw 1 was solid. Saw 2 was like okay. And then Saw 3 was kind of the conclusion to the story, and we kind of saw the other guy pick it back up. But I mean, that was it. Like Saw 3 was solid, and it should have stopped right there.
Okay.
Oh God, another one that they're making. I think another one of now. Terminator probably should have stopped at Terminator 2.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one. I didn't mind the last one that we saw that was more from the human's perspective.
I didn't mind the last one. That wasn't too bad. I didn't mind the one before that. That's only because though I find what's her name hot. The chick that played
the chick that played the
Daenerys.
Terminator.
No, the chick that played Daenerys. What's her name? Fucking.
Amelia Clark.
Yeah, Amelia Clark.
As Sarah Connor.
Or no, she wasn't Sarah Connor. She was just somebody else in that movie.
Oh, I thought she was playing like a young Sarah.
No,
Connor.
she was like her Sarah's son's girlfriend and love interest, whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was something like that. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie forever. Yeah. Other than that,
I think they should have made Terminator 1, Terminator 2, and then did that last Terminator where it was like you saw.
Well, I think they're making another one now.
They shouldn't.
You know what? Another movie that they're making now that I just realized about that I don't know because this is one that they haven't hit a spot where I felt like the movie was terrible, but they're making another Rambo.
Okay.
Which I laugh. I'm like, dude, Sylvester Stallone, like he looks great. He looks amazing, but he's like 72.
Yeah.
He even makes a joke himself. He's like, I said I was going to quit after Rambo 2. Here I am. He's like, so people are going to keep paying for geriatric Rambo, then I guess we're doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, Sylvester Stallone looks amazing. Like, I wish if I looked as good as he does at 70 now, I would be satisfied. Like, the guy looks incredible. And how old is he? Funny story about Sylvester Stallone's mom. She's actually it's not called assology. Rumpology? She's a rumpologist. She can read, like people read palms. She will read your ass cheeks. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Didn't know that was the thing.
It is. She's in. So hold on. Jackie Stallone. She's
are they going to continue
American
making?
astrologer?
Are they going to continue making the more expendable movies?
I think so.
Well,
I think so. Hold on, let's see if I can find what she is. She is if I'm not mistaken, it's rumpologist, right? Yep. She invented the term rumpology, which according to her is an art similar to that of palm reading, except that the procedure is done by examining pictures of people's rear ends. She also claims that she can consult dogs to find out about the future. She also became involved in the cosmetic industry, launching facial masks and other products that she claims cured skin problems. So there you go. That's good old Jackie Stallone.
I wonder if I could I'm gonna reach out and try to figure out the long lost art of this rumpology thing.
She I don't know if she still has it, but she said for a long time, like she had a website up where you could send her a picture of your ass and she would send you back like a reading. Yeah, rumpology on Jackie Stallone's website.
I'm gonna read up on it, folks, and then
there you go.
I'm gonna start reading people's butts.
There you go. Boom.
So dumb.
She has examples. Hollywood gigolo. Apparently that guy's a heart in his ass. A Jewish princess. Fortune 500 CEO has a very hairy ass. A female movie star.
What the fuck is all this? This is so dumb. This is the worst.
Order. Total rumpology report. This report covers all aspects of rumpology in an analysis of the left cheek, your past, the right cheek, your future, and the gluteal cleft, your natural personality characteristics. That's $600, and then each one of those separately is $300, except the cleft is $250. So, what if you want to get your ass read for $600?
No, fuck that. I'm going to learn how to do this, and I'll charge half the price.
I mean, you can figure it out. So let's see. Upon payment, you will be able to download a Rumpology report request form in which you will provide necessary personal information, your name and address, date of birth, and gender. Simply follow the instructions on the form, fill it out, and mail it to Jacqueline Stallone along with a printed photograph of your rump. And within 21 days, you receive your report.
This seems like the world's worst scam.
I mean, you're probably right, but all right, look here. If you go into the examples, at $600 a pop, she's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's made at least, what is that, 8 times 6? She's made at least $4,800. So, hey, it's more money than I've ever read.
Rump reading is an art that was practiced in ancient Babylon, India, Greece, and Rome.
There you go.
The ancient Greeks thought the derriere was the key to health and fidelity, and the Romans used prints of the gluteus maximus the way some people use palmistry today to determine potential talents and future success.
And you were worried that we weren't going to have a topic to cover some time, Webby. Are you, like, come on.
It's the art of reading the lines, crevices, dimples, and folds of the buttocks to divine the individual's character and gain an understanding of what has occurred in the past and get a prediction of the future. Oh my God. This is bad.
I mean, you're probably right. But all right, anyway, back to Sylvester Stallone, a good old guy over here. Yeah, he's 73. Like,
wow. All right.
So good old Sylvester Stallone is fucking 73 and looks like this. Like, it's stupid. Like, if I looked as good as this guy does, fucking Rambo 5, god damn it. Like, he broke his neck in the Expendables in that fight scene with Stone Cold, I think. Okay. When Stone Cold threw him through a wall, like, he broke his fucking neck, and he's like, just keep going. It's fine. Like, what do you mean it's fine? Also, okay, this is going to be a Sylvester Stallone episode, because I watched fucking Grudge Match the other day. That movie is fucking terrible, but in, like, the funniest way ever. So it starts off with there's like a fight between him and Robert De Niro, and it's like super fucking CGI, right? Super fucking CGI. Look at this guy. This is from 2 years ago. He's fucking 70 years old on the left. Like, it's insanity.
Jesus.
Makes me feel like I haven't done anything with my life. Like, what the fuck? This guy's over here just rocking a six-pack. It's here. This is a more like, I guess, age-appropriate picture. Again, if I looked like this guy, I wouldn't have problems. I'd be like, yo, all right, that's fine. Fucking
yeah,
crazy.
And how old did you say it was? 73?
73?
Jesus.
Right? Like, it's stupid. It's dumb. Like, I don't even know. Like, what? Jesus Christ. Anyway, point being is, so that movie, man. So there's a scene where they're opening up. They have really bad, like, face CGI, like worse than fucking the CGI on Superman's face.
Okay.
Like, worse than that. Like, it looked like it was out of probably a 2, like, Scorpion King level CGI face.
Oh.
So start with that. Then there's a scene where he's talking to Kevin Hart. Sylvester Stallone's talking to Kevin Hart, and it cuts to him. I'm like, that looks like a green screen. That looks like they're standing in a green screen, and they're both in the frame at the same time. So I feel like they were there. Like, they were there together. If they weren't there together for whatever reason, then I get it. But just take a picture of where they were going to be standing at and put that in the background. But there's a completely different house. Like, the neighborhood they're in is kind of run down. And this house is like, they went on a fucking, like, realtor website and pulled, like, a house, like a picture of a house, and put it behind them on the green screen. And you're looking at, like, that's not even like, the door's yellow on that house. And then it zooms back, and there's like a gate, like a gated door on the house he was supposed to be standing in front of. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how did this shit just make it in the movie? Oh, man. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. Back on topic, though. Sidebar, back on topic. Another franchise that probably should have ended when it ended. Superman, back at like Superman 2. I mean, Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Superman 2. Who the fucking was it? Meteor Man. Wasn't it fucking Meteor Man?
I don't even know.
Meteor. I think it was Meteor Man. I'm pretty sure it was Meteor Man. Yeah. No, that was Meteor Man. It was a fucking show from fucking. That was what's his name? Something with Robert Townsend. That was with Robert Townsend. That was a show with Robert Townsend. Hold on, see. What's it Meteor Man? On Superman. Was that 3? Quest for Superman 3.
I know Zod was in 2.
Yeah, Zod was in 2. 4 was the Quest for Pete. I'm trying to figure out who the villain was. Create a tornado. Kryptonite. Tower. Look at the cast real quick. I'm trying to look at who the villain of that movie was. I know there was like a really stupid name. Oh, that was with Gus. Okay, that was the one with Gus. I think it was. Was it 4? Yeah, I think it was 4. Was it Nuclear Man? Was it Nuclear Man? I'm trying to think. Yeah, Nuclear Man. Jesus Christ. Fucking Nuclear Man. God damn it. Yeah, Nuclear Man. That was terrible. This is a terrible, terrible story. It never should have happened. I mean, as much as I love these movies, like, probably the Fast and the Furious franchise. Like, I love the movies. They're entertaining. But, like, you look at the first movie, they just boosted cars. They boosted cars and robbed trucks, right?
Yeah, and then they became vehicle superheroes. And it happened so fast and
like
furiously.
The first, like, 3 or 4 years, it was just like, I hate everything just happened.
I know. Me too.
I know it's happened. But yeah, it's like they became these superheroes, and I'm like, I don't understand. Like, they're like international terrorists at one point. Then they're stopping international terrorists at one point. I'm like, these guys are car boosters from fucking California, Los Angeles. Like, what?
Yeah.
Come on. At a certain point, it's just like, come on, man. You got to question some things, you know? But yeah, that franchise to me, like Matrix, kind of the same thing. Like, I like Matrix 1. Matrix 2 was all right. But the problem with the Matrix to me is Matrix 1 was amazing. Matrix 2 and 3 did not live up to Matrix. Well, Matrix 2 did not live up to Matrix 1. Matrix 3 did not live up to Matrix 2. And Matrix 4 worries me.
Yeah.
I will say it's going to do well in theaters. I'll say it's going to do well in theaters because Keanu Reeves is like fucking hot right now.
True.
Because of John Wick. It'll do great in theaters. But I just don't know if it's going to be good. And honestly, the Wachowskis have been kind of hit or miss since. I don't know if they're directing for it. I'm assuming they are. But the Wachowskis have been really hit or miss with their past recent movies.
I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm going to get a lot of feedback as far as like Edquist and anybody else who's a real big fan of horror stuff. But I think most horror movies, with the exception of this past, the past Halloween movie, because I liked that reboot. That
movie was solid.
Reboot.
That movie was solid.
Yeah.
And it was like a reboot / ending.
Now,
I don't know if there's going to be another one, but it was a reboot ending. It was nice.
There's a new Child's Play, or there was relatively recently, I think.
I don't know how that did.
Maybe it's coming out. I don't even remember. I know it has.
I think it's out.
I know it has Aubrey Plaza in it.
It does. She's on Hot Ones.
I know. I watched it. I think those movies, it's time to fucking put an end to them. But I can't necessarily say that about without having seen the latest one with Aubrey Plaza in it, because I love Aubrey Plaza, and I don't know. I was never a big fan of the Chucky movies, but.
I mean, Chucky was whatever. Like, Chucky was whatever. If I had to like get rid of like one of the serial killers, it would be Chucky. Like, I don't need him. I don't care. Like, whatever.
I just, I wouldn't mind seeing some more. I guess an original horror movie idea that does as well as what your Halloweens, your Nightmares on Elm Streets, and stuff like that.
Well, the problem is all the ones that do well then become franchises. So like Saw was an original. Saw 1 was an original horror movie that did really well, and then became a franchise.
Right.
And Terrorizer was awesome.
No, fuck that movie. That movie sucked.
I actually like that movie.
No.
That was the one. Yeah.
What was that one that we watched about the fucking the Danish fucking windmill guy?
Oh, that movie was special.
That movie was also garbage.
That movie was garbage.
You know what I'm not looking forward to, Devin?
October.
I'm not looking forward to this October for SU, because again, I know we don't have to, but it's been for at least the last several years. It's become a tradition that for October, leading up to the October stream that we do.
We watched. Hold on. What was that shitty horror movie we watched with the dumb bitch at the beginning of the movie?
All of them?
No. With the dumb bitch at the beginning, when she's watching her toy, like her brother's toys come to life.
Oh yeah.
He kills her. Oh, what was that? It was.
Like of the three, I didn't mind that one. I minded that one the least because she was hot.
Hold on, Killer Apps. Killer App movie. What movie was that? That was fucking. There's actually a movie called Killer App. That's not. Oh God damn it.
Yeah,
Bedeviled. That was
Bedeviled. That's right. God damn it.
Why is that movie rated
so
NC-17? That movie was not bad.
No, they didn't even. I don't even think they had nudity in that movie.
I gotta go to IMDb on that one and see, like, is there an uncut version of that movie? Because if there is, I may watch an uncut version of that movie.
I'm not rewatching that movie in the slightest.
No, there's not. No.
I just remember the blonde chick being really attractive.
Yeah, what's her name? Fucking
or the main chick.
Saxon Charbino. Yeah, Saxon Charbino. She's pretty cute. She's good.
But yeah, it has become tradition that every October, leading up to Edquist's October stream, which is usually generally the main kickoff to the December stream. That every week we do an SU. Well, it's horror related, and generally we watch horror movies, and Devin picks them out for me because I do not watch horror movies ever, except for during October months, I guess.
I could blend two genres of things you hate together.
No, I'm not watching anime horror.
I thought we could watch one season of a horror anime and do an update every other.
No, listen.
I would just pick another because
you can't put me on sensory overload like that. Okay.
Well, look,
and it's not even the fact that I hate anime, because you've actually started turning me on some anime. I've really enjoyed some of the more recent ones. And I mean, the last anime challenge you gave me, I still have to watch the other two because I only watched the Danmachi, and I just ended up watching the whole season.
You just kept watching Danmachi.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
You'll have to remember what the other two were that you sent me, so that way in the next anime challenge you can...
They're posted down there somewhere. I know one was Sirius the Jaeger. That's on Netflix.
That sounds like it's going to be like some sort of mech robot anime.
It's not, actually. It's vampires.
Oh, all right.
Does it not look like a rejected, like, Civil War Captain America cover?
Yeah.
That's apparently a horror movie, but that looks like a fucking Captain America rejected Captain America cover called Nectronic. I'm looking at horror movies that rated really good and rated bad.
Necrotronic. Evil gets rebooted.
Yep.
Oh, God.
So, I mean, there's
scary stories to tell in the dark.
Like a cheesy devil? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, scary stories that whatever tell in the dark, whatever. That's more recent, right? Isn't that something that
I know one of the things? I know one of the things we're watching this year for a horror movie. No. I know one of the things we're watching.
Can't we go back to the classics? Like the first month we did this, it was the classics.
Right, it was we watching we watched the first 3 movies of each classic one. I mean, how about we can't do that again though? And you just said all the horror movies deserve not to be watched again. They're not
true. Great. I liked Halloween, man. I haven't
vote
watched
is
any
that
of the
even
other
though It's not
Halloweens.
even like a good. Like we're gonna go soft. We're gonna start soft. I vote Dave made a maze.
What?
Dave made a maze.
Can you send me a link to this, or a trailer or something?
Yeah, I'll send you. I'll gladly send
Dave
you
made
a
a.
trailer.
Why does this not sound like even a horror movie?
Because it's a very low bar horror movie, but not only low bar in
Oh,
the sense
it's
of like low
got
bar.
it's got a Minotaur in it.
It's okay. The premise of this movie is
It's a dude with a
guy
Minotaur
builds.
mask. I think I've seen this trailer before.
I've showed you the trailer. I wanted you to watch the movie before. So the premise of this movie is this guy for some reason builds a fucking. You'll actually like this movie a lot. I already know you will. This guy builds a fucking cardboard fort in his living room, and for some reason, building this fort, it's like maybe it's like 10 feet long. It becomes a whole other dimension. And so it becomes like this cardboard box maze dimension that him and all his friends go in and try to he goes in and gets lost. Then all his friends go in and try to save him. It's pretty funny. It's stupid funny.
Okay, so it's comedy horror.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a comedy horror adventure.
All right. And there's Minotaurs.
Yes, there's a minotaur running around that tries to murder people. It's remotely not even scary, but it's actually pretty funny. Like it's actually a good movie. Like I enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, that's my vote for this year. You know what, Webby? You want to put this out now since it's earlier enough to October? We'll remind people every year. I'm picking this one.
Hold on, Devin, real quick. I will say this, and you're not going to like it, but you are getting crackly now.
Okay, hold on one second. Fill some dinner for a second.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch this Dave Made a Maze movie now. But I do not want to watch it. Well, I don't know. Are they in the maze trying to make a movie about going in the maze?
Yes.
Because the one guy had like a boom mic.
Yeah. At one point, like they go in this maze to film a documentary. Am I so crackly or am I good now?
No, you're good now.
Okay. They go in the maze to film a documentary of. I forgot why they were filming. I think they were filming him or documenting their adventure into the maze. It was something stupid. But yeah. I think I pick one. My pick's Dave Made a Maze. You pick one. And then we had the last two be fan picks.
Okay.
So fans out there who are listening to
God,
this,
I can already imagine one of the ones that possibly Kurt's going to throw at us.
Send in, email in, or or however you can get in contact with us. You know all the ways. We say them at the end of every episode. Send us some stuff, and we'll put everything in a big hat, and we'll draw two selections.
Oh, I will say this because I know Kurt he tagged us in a post, and you didn't like the idea of doing a movie review on this particular one. But they are remaking a Masters of the Universe movie.
Yep, that's another one that could add this to this topic on this list. Way to bring us back home. Maybe movies that should have stopped right there.
Okay. Now, to be fair, it's my recollection they only made one of these movies to begin with.
I know, and it was
it has been very dated. And I would not mind seeing a more up-to-date version of it.
You're not wrong, but I mean, I still want a more up-to-date Flash Gordon. Like, give me my up-to-date Flash Gordon, and then we can.
And they are making a D&D movie now.
That's fine. Without Tom Hanks?
Without Tom Hanks? Was Tom Hanks ever in any of the other ones?
Wasn't Tom Hanks in a D&D movie? Hold on a second.
Not that I know of.
Oh, let's see. Am I tripping? Remember when Tom Hanks starred in a cautionary tale about Dungeons and Dragons?
What movie is this?
Tom Hanks is a storied actor. Let me see. Hold on. Mama for Big and Forrest Gump. Mazes and Monsters. There we go. That's what he starred in.
Hold on. Go find me a trailer of this movie now.
For Mazes and Monsters?
God damn it. This is before Big? That must have been really early in his career.
This is 1982.
Oh, man. Shit.
Oh, shit. Fucking Mazes and Monsters. Like I feel like he wasn't something like that. That fucking cover is creepy by itself. Like that's the
I never even knew about this.
Yeah. Hold on.
But yes, I am on board with you choosing one, me choosing one, and then leaving the last two up to fans, which 90%. I'm sure it's going to be one of Kurt's picks because
this movie, if I'm not mistaken, this movie came out during when they were trying to freak people out about D&D.
Also, Kurt, I know you're listening to this. Try not to be gentle with me. All right, there are some horror movies out there that they're gonna mess me up like bad. So yeah.
I don't know if this is the actual trailer or how good this trailer is, but it is.
It's a promo. I'm gonna do it unmuted, but
I'm guessing this is like a TV movie.
I was gonna say, is it a TV show?
TV movie on Fox.
On Fox.
That skeleton.
Oh man, I love his his robe is a bed sheet.
That pocket knife. Well, if I'm not mistaken, it was a movie about people saying like D&D like fucks with your mind. Like it was during that era. So he's playing D&D and he lives out this whole fantasy of him being a D&D character. He's acting out shit in real life. So he's stabbing a skeleton, he's stabbing somebody in real life or some shit like that.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. Yeah, it's fucked up.
We'll have to. Devin, we have to watch this now. We have to find a copy of this and make this happen.
That's fine. I mean, there's a copy on YouTube. I don't know how clear it is. There's a copy of it on YouTube.
All right. Perhaps that'll be next week's SU then. Because just knowing that there's a Tom Hanks movie out there that's D&D centric, we have to watch it. We would not be doing this podcast justice if we didn't.
You're right. You're right. If we can get Tom Hanks, if you're listening, if you want to come on and tell us about your time in the lovely movie Mazes and Monsters, by all means.
Yeah.
Hop on in.
Also,
too, go to Russia and then download our podcast.
That.
You can afford to.
Do that. Okay, so we've established that this October you already made your pick. I've got to come up with a pick. And then we're going to do 2 listener picks. Now, what do we do, Devin, if multiple listeners send us
well, like I said, we're going to throw everything in a hat. We're going to have like a listener jar.
Okay.
Or throw it in a wheel. Throw all the suggestions on a wheel.
Okay.
So the cutoff is, I'm going to say end of September? You have till the end of September to recommend something.
Now, are we going to limit them on how many they get to recommend? Like 3?
3.
Okay. So,
you can
listeners,
3 recommendations.
You can give us
the end of September. We're going to remind you every week.
Yep. We got to make a note so we remind people every week.
I just attach it onto my moment of Zen with Devin.
Okay, but I probably won't remember about this.
Okay, I'll make a reminder somewhere.
All right.
Figure it out.
Just put it on a sticky note. Stick it to your monitor.
I'm out of sticky notes.
I don't have any either, which is really sad.
I got to steal some from work.
Same.
All right.
All
you
right.
don't pay for sticky notes,
end of September. 3 submissions per listener, and then we'll tack them onto either a hat or in a jar, and we'll pick 2.
Or I'll just throw them on like the wheel. I'll throw them on the wheel.
Yep, and we'll
on the wheel side, and then just roll it.
We'll pick 2 at random.
Yep.
Now, are we going to say Kurt and 4 other people send in 3 submissions each, and the first one is, say, Kurt's. Are we going to take off his other 2 submissions? That way we get 2 different listeners' picks?
No, I mean, legitimately, like, I'm expecting to get at most 10 people. So I would just add all their shit under the wheel side.
Right.
Just
well, my question is,
are
we going to allow it to where we can get 2 picks from the same one listener?
I mean, odds are that
I think it'll depend on how many submissions we get, how we determine.
Yeah, depending on me. If we get a bunch of submissions, the odds of it happening, I doubt it. If not, then yeah, it also depends on how much overlap we get. If we get like a bunch of overlap and things like that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. It all depends.
All right.
It all depends.
So that'll be for the month of September, seeing as though, you'll have until the month of September ends.
Yep. All right, so back to Wachowski's real quick.
Hold on. You can send your submissions to either myself or Devin via Discord if you can message us on Discord, Facebook if you have our Facebook, or the Simply Unprofessional Facebook page.
Yep, or email.
Or email, which
or Twitter. Drop it in my DMs on Twitter. My DM should be open on Twitter if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So just drop it into my DMs on Twitter. Slide into those DMs. My Instagram. Donnie's Instagram. Just put it somewhere. You'll find us.
Yeah. All right. So you wanted to get back to who now with the why?
The Wachowskis. So yeah, I mean, so they did The Matrix, which was solid. They did the Animatrix, which was fun. That's like the animated Matrix one. That was like the mini stories. They did The Matrix Reloaded, The Matrix Revolutions. Then they did V for Vendetta. I enjoyed that movie. And then pretty much everything after V for Vendetta was kind of not great. So they've been on a downward slope.
What did they do after V for Vendetta?
They did a movie called The Invasion. But that was just like a rewrite for the writer. They just kind of helped write that. They did Speed Racer.
The new one?
Yep. That 2008 Speed Racer. I kind of enjoyed that movie. It was terrible. But I enjoyed it because it was terrible. They did Ninja Assassin, which was another movie I enjoyed. But they were the producers for that. They didn't really direct it. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed that movie. That movie wasn't terrible, but it wasn't really that great. It was just a classic martial arts movie that was coming out at a time where there were no martial arts movies coming out. They did Cloud Atlas, which did not do great.
I did not care for Cloud Atlas.
The movie did not do great. They did Google Me Love. They were executive producers in Google Me Love, which was a short film. And then they were directors, writers, and producers of Jupiter Ascending.
Not a lot of people liked Jupiter. I liked it.
I mean, Jupiter Ascending for most people is what John Carter is to me. Like, I really enjoyed that movie, but people hated it. But Disney also set up John Carter to fail. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. I watched a couple of different videos and my own opinions on the way Disney marketed that movie and the way they did things with that movie that set that movie up for failure out the gate.
I don't know if I've seen it.
John Carter.
Yeah.
Originally was supposed to be, it became John Carter of Mars. Originally supposed to be John Carter and the Princess of Mars, but then they were like, well, we don't want to put Princess in the title because guys won't go see it. But then they took that out the title, and all they showed was like the guy running around. But then I'm like, Disney, it's a kids movie. It's like a PG movie. I'm like, you're not gonna get your female audience, which is exactly what happened. Female girls didn't go see the movie. A lot of girls did not go see the movie. So they lost a lot of that money on there. They advertised it to hell. Literally, like when adjusted for inflation, the movie would have had to make about $1 billion for it didn't not almost break even on that because of the advertising on that movie.
Jesus. Yeah,
and it made like $400 million. I'm like, the movie was successful, but you set it up to fail. Let me see, John Carter.
I think it's recently been put back out on Netflix, right?
It should be there. Yeah, the movie made. So this is how you know the movie was a commercial failure. So the movie made $284 million, but was somehow still a failure. Because the gross budget was $306 million, and it's not including advertisement and everything else. Yeah. So it grossed $284 million at the worldwide box office, resulting in a $200 million write-down for Disney, with a total cost of $350 million, including an estimated production budget of $63 million. It is one of the most expensive films ever made. So, yeah, I don't know why they did that for that movie. Like, I get it, but I don't know why they did that movie. That was one of the reasons why they stopped doing a lot of live action stuff. And then now Disney went back to live action, so good for Disney. Yeah. Or animated stuff. There's what I would say. Pixar stopped doing animated stuff because of what was it? Not Pixar. What was it? Mom Went to Mars? One of the way. That movie killed somebody. That movie killed something. But yeah, I mean, they really didn't have a lot of success after that. Like, so the movies that they were directors, writers, and producers on was Cloud Atlas. So I'll go at least writers and producers, right? Writers and producers. V for Vendetta. I'm out of order now. Get back in order. Movies they were writers and producers on. Matrix, they were directors and writers. The Matrix Reloaded, they were directors and writers. Revolutions, directors and writers. And then Speed, everything after that, they were directors, writers, or writers and producers. It failed terribly. Well, V for Vendetta was fine. So V for Vendetta, they were writers and producers. They weren't directors. But as directors, since like 2008, they've been on a downward slope. So I don't know how it's going to be. I still like the Wachowski style. I just don't know how it's going to be. They really have these out there movie styles. I don't know if it's a thing. Back on topic again for the third time. Alien. I think Aliens has been going on for too long.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good.
Oh.
I get it. Now they're going to like Prometheus. And
I was going to say
like
probably
that.
the Predator movie too.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I tried to watch that new Predator movie like 5 times. I've fallen asleep every time, and it's like literally to be like noon.
I haven't really even tried.
I've been up for 5. I've tried so many times.
I don't know the
It'd be like
premise of
5
it.
o'clock. Yeah, it's bad.
I don't
It's
know.
not good.
I stopped at Alien versus Predator. I got to see the two fight each
ADP?
other, and then
ADP,
and then I was done.
that one's good. That one's good.
Then I tapped out.
I don't agree with that. That one's a stupid. I don't agree with that one. Except the Godfather. I mean, the Godfather 2 was good. Godfather 3 wasn't great, but I feel Godfather 3 is underrated. Because actually, I think we needed to see Godfather 3 after we saw Godfather 1 and 2. We needed Godfather 3. It wasn't the movie like people didn't like it because it wasn't the same kind of movie, but we needed it. But I could do a whole paper on Godfather. Jurassic Park, I'm down. Yep, I don't need any more Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy with I haven't seen the latest one, but I was happy with the last. I don't know if it was a reboot. It was a sequel, I guess.
I mean, it's not terrible. Like, they're not bad. I mean, they're all kind of a sequel thing.
Yeah, but
bad,
I mean, the thing is, it gets to the point where it's like, oh, what else can you do with dinosaurs? I guess.
Yeah, like I don't need it anymore. Unpopular opinion number 1 for me: Star Wars.
No, I mean, I'm with you.
I mean, like
I would say that if they decided to do another Star Wars movie, I would like to see them go into the past and into the lore of Star Wars.
I would like to see more one-offs. I would like to see more one-offs, like you did, like the past, or just like even if you're going into the future or the lore. I just want to see more one-offs from Star Wars. I don't need another trilogy. I don't need another franchise. Just stop. Like, just make the one-offs, like Solo, like Rogue One. Just give me those.
I wouldn't mind. Well, okay. The only way I wouldn't mind like a trilogy, because I don't know how. I know Star Wars is just has a lot of lore there, and I don't know if they'd be able to fit into just one movie. But I'd like to go back to like where, like all of the Sith were killed off, and like that.
Well, I mean,
that back in that lore.
Like absolutely. But the problem is that Disney uncanonized a lot of that stuff, and they kind of brought some stuff back. So I haven't caught up, and I haven't kept current in a while, so I don't know what's current, what's canon anymore, what's not canon anymore.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's so. I mean, I don't know.
But I mean, otherwise, as far as like the continuation of the story, now I'm all set.
Yeah, like I don't hate the new Star Wars movies like a lot of people do. I mean, I do hate that one fight scene that we've talked about numerous times.
Yeah.
I do feel like the action sequence in that. I feel like people just went from being like, I know how to fight to like, I don't know how to fight. And then people who should know how to fight in that movie just don't know how to fight in that movie, or people who should know how to fight in that movie are being beat by people who should have no idea how to fight in that movie. But whatever, separate issue altogether.
Yeah.
I don't hate the movie. I'm just like every time I watch it, I'm like, okay, this is cool, but I don't need to see this. Like it's not overly exciting for me to watch anymore, but it is what it is. I'm not excited for the next Star Wars movie to come out. Like fair. At this point, I even prefer the new trilogy, like I guess the middle trilogy now. What episode? Technically episode 1, 2, and 3. Like at least those like were as much of a mess as they were. Fighting was solid. The characters were good. We got the badass Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I can't think of many more.
Indiana Jones. That should have stopped.
Yeah. I mean, I never saw the Crystal Skull one.
Don't with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know.
X-Men for me, another one that needs to stop because Dark Phoenix was ass.
I have not seen the Dark Phoenix one.
Dark Phoenix was ass, and I wanted it to be good. I really did, but it was ass.
I've been waiting to find a good copy or a good.
There's a good copy out.
To watch.
So you know. There should be a good copy of it out because I watched it online.
But Phoenix is one of my favorite characters, and I go into this with the low bar of everybody saying that it was bad, but with the high bar of Phoenix being one of my favorite characters. So I feel like I'm still going to be more than likely let down.
You're going to be whelmed.
So, yeah.
You're going to be whelmed.
I would like to see another X-Men movie with like a continuation of like Logan, like with X-23.
Yeah, that would be great. Like if they give me that, I'd be great. I wonder if they're just waiting until she's a little bit older. Like I wonder if they're gonna do like, we're gonna see one in like 2 or 3 years where she's like 15 or whatever.
I mean, that'd be phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm totally down with that. Like I'm curious if that's what they're really just trying to do, just get her at. Because if I'm not mistaken, does she speak English?
I mean, she spoke some English in the movie.
Right, but I don't know if it's her. Is that her native language?
Oh.
Daphne King? It might be. Hold on a second.
Maybe she's taking English lessons right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm trying to see if that's her native language or not. Oh no, it totally is. It totally is. She's good. She's British Spanish. There you go. Yeah. But yeah, I think they're just waiting. I think they're waiting for her to get a little bit older. Like I think when she gets a little bit older, like I mean, because she was in like a Lovey Teens movie recently.
Really?
I think so. Let me see 1 second. Like a Lovey Teen, like a what you call it? She's in His Dark Materials, which is a British fantasy adventure. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Actually, that show, if I'm not mistaken, was that show I'm looking forward to. Hold on. I feel like I've seen the trailers for that before. Yeah, I am looking forward to that show.
What?
That's one with the polar bear.
What show?
His Dark Materials.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that show. It's supposed to be like a fantasy little show. I'm looking forward to that show. That's one of those shows I've never read the books for, but I'm curious to see what it turns out to be. Anyway,
I don't know. You had me at polar bear. I don't even know.
There was a polar bear wearing armor.
Okay, even better.
I'll type it in, and you can see the polar bear. We go to images. Image. Can I get images, please? Yeah, this guy. Well,
I mean, I'm getting. He looks dope. Looks like he got into a little kerfuffle there with his nose, but
there's a bunch of polar bears.
Oh man, do they all follow her?
I don't know.
I want an army of armored polar bears to follow me around.
I mean, who wouldn't?
People who with a fear of bears. I
mean, but even if you fear bears, you still would want an army of polar bears protecting you because there's not much better protection. This is a special armored polar bear.
Oh man, he's got like real gold armor.
He does. There's a better picture of him.
Now wait, isn't there another movie that had these like armored bears in it?
Yeah, I think so.
This reminds me of something. I just don't remember
does.
What.
I can't remember what it is. My keeps going to Polar Express. I know it's not Polar.
I know, right? I was like, was it that train movie? That doesn't make sense. Armored polar bear movie.
The Golden Compass?
Oh yeah, that's the one.
It is the Golden Compass.
Yeah, that's that one that you just posted.
Yeah, from the Golden Compass. Yeah. That's what came when I typed that in. So I wonder if that is a part of the book series.
What the movie that's coming out?
Yeah, the show that's coming out.
It's a show
based on Northern Lights. Yep, it is. So the Golden Compass is the movie a movie, but the TV show that's coming out on HBO is based off the whole book trilogy, and it's a show.
Okay.
So the Golden Compass was, I think, the first book in the trilogy.
So I gotta go to whatever world this Golden Compass thing takes place in, so I can have an army of polar bears.
Yeah, it looks like they fight polar bears with polar bears, which is kind of cool. But anyway,
I don't know if I'd want an armor. If I had my choice, I don't know if I'd want an army of armored polar bears, though. I think I'd rather have like an army of like armored grizzly bears, because I don't like the snow, and I don't think the polar bears really generally care for like any type of hot weather.
If I truly had to pick an army of like a bear or like a creature of some type, I'd probably take like a fucking armored elk. Elks fuck people up. Elks are fucking huge.
And
they're like mooses. Elks and mooses are fucking huge. Mooses are stupid big. Like people don't know how big mooses are until you see a fucking moose. Moose are fucking huge.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have a lot of moose up here.
Yeah, moose are like, there's moose out there that are like 7 feet tall at the shoulders, which is fucked up.
Yeah.
And they just run up and kick shit. Like they just like fuck it. I'm just gonna run up and kick you till you die. Like,
I mean, they're honestly they're not that aggressive, but yeah, sure.
I mean, they're not that aggressive. But if
you still wouldn't want to fuck with one. Yeah, no.
If you fuck with the moose, it will fuck you up. Like this picture right here. Like this shit is fucking terrifying. You train that moose to kill?
Well, I mean. Well, okay, listen. I don't know. That's a bit exaggerated, although that is just an Isuzu pickup. The Isuzu pickup's pretty small. I still feel like that's slightly exaggerated as far as...
I mean, no, I'm looking at a lot of the pictures of like that follow that up, and they're all that same thing.
Well, I mean, unless that's like a specific breed of moose somewhere else. I mean, like I said, we have moose up here, and they're big. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I don't know. He looks like he could literally, like, just lean on that Isuzu truck, and it would just crumple.
I know why this guy sounds like Clay that's driving this car. It sounds like Clay driving this car.
Wow, Kalia, look at him. He's huge. Hey there, bud. Hey there,
I had to
bud.
listen with the volume, so I apologize. I mean, yeah, it's a good sized moose.
Hey there, bud.
It sounds like Clay talking to this fucking
Hey there, bud.
Got a beer there, bud? Just gonna send it?
Like you would not want to fuck with this moose. Like if this moose got mad at anybody on the road,
if he's gonna get mad at anybody, it's gonna be this douchebag videotaping this with the broken mirror.
Probably, but whoever is gonna it's gonna fuck you up. Like that moose would fuck somebody up. That moose would fuck a bear up easily.
I don't know.
That leg power, man. That like one good kick, that bear's like, I'm fucking out. I'm done.
Well, the thing they're kind of clumsy is the thing.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think
it would depend.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna side with the bear just because I am who I am, and that's why I would want to win. But I mean, you're not wrong. I think it would really depend on if that bear got a hold of the moose.
I would say that if the bear got a hold of the moose, but I also think too that if the moose was motivated to like protect the young or whatever, and the bear just was looking for an easy meal, I don't think the bear would even try it. Like if the bear got kicked, he'd be like, "Fuck it, I'm just done." Whatever.
Yeah, but on the same side, if that moose decided to come and encroach on on this bear's territory, and that was like a mama grizzly bear, and she was protecting her young, dude, you don't fuck with a mama of anything.
Right.
They will protect their young viciously. But oh man, somebody caught something like this on tape.
The bear's like, I'm coming back for more, motherfucker.
I mean, I really do think it would boil down to if that bear got a hold of the moose. Like,
I love this bear. Like, the moose keeps driving this bear off, and the bear just, like, walks, like, 5 feet back, and the moose turns around, and he's like, all right, fuck it, I'm coming back at your ass. I'm coming back for more. And they keep going up the road. He's, like, following behind him, like, I'm gonna get you. And now they're fighting in somebody's fucking, like, nature trail. Oh, God. That moose is a damn, the calf moose are almost as big as a fucking Jeep. Fuck that. Moose like, motherfucker!
I'm not quite that far yet.
I mean, like, they don't really start fighting till like a minute and 50. Or like going at it to like a minute and 50. They're not really fighting.
Yeah, right now they're doing the whole cat and mouse thing. The moose just keeps looking back, and then the bear just like looks down. It's like, I'm not looking over at you. I'm doing this thing over here.
Yeah, pretty much. Webby, I'll save you some time. There's no fight like this on the front cover right there. They lied. I got clickbaited.
But is there a fight at all?
No.
I was gonna say if there was a fight.
I will say this.
If that moose had the fucking antlers like the one on the
So I will say this. While moose are generally perceived to be less dangerous than bears, more people in Alaska are injured by moose than by bears each year. But bears do routinely kill and eat moose. But it really just all depends, I guess, on the motivation of the bear.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like bears are more.
I mean, they're
the predator.
They're definitely more predatory.
You know?
Yeah, they're more predatory. But also too, like from what I've seen about a lot of bears, if you fuck a bear up enough, they're just like fuck it. Like
yeah, I mean they'll
they
give
just
up.
fuck off and do their own thing.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, no, that's fucking crazy.
That other one was a big fucking moose, though.
Moose.
I would not want to see that thing fuck up anything. I wouldn't want to see that moose fight anything less than like the world's largest grizzly bear. Anything smaller, that moose would probably fuck up a regular, like any other bear. You know what? I'd like to see a bear the size of that moose.
It would be killed via tank. Like they'd blow up the fucking tank.
Listen.
Like fuck this. No.
Some of the bears in Russia get pretty big.
You're right. I will say this. They also drive in cars, which is weird. But anyway, I will say this too, kind of back on topic. A franchise that so far hasn't let me down, Mission Impossible.
I don't know. I didn't much care for that last one.
I mean, the last one wasn't great, but it really wasn't terrible either. Like, if I'm comparing the two side by side because they're similar, if I'm comparing like James Bond to Mission Impossible, I'm saying Mission Impossible has consistently been better.
Actually, I might have been getting fucked up again. Hold on.
Last Mission Impossible was the one with what's his name? Superman. Fucking what was his name? That was the one with the bathroom fight where they fought, where him and what's his name fought the Asian guy in the bathroom.
Yeah, no, okay. I was thinking of the other one. I'm thinking of something completely
James Bond.
I'm thinking of something else. Hold on. You're gonna laugh so much at me because every time I saw the preview, I was like, "Oh God, another one of these movies." Oh, yeah. All right. Let me just double check. I feel like such an idiot now.
What movie are you talking about now?
So, if you watch the preview of it, at least the beginning of the preview, you're like, "Oh, Jesus, it's another Mission Impossible movie" because it has Tom Cruise in it. But I was thinking of the last Mummy movie. Yeah.
Oh God, that needs to stop for real. Like, man, I need more Brendan Fraser in Hollywood. Like, that divorce fucking ruined his life.
I was gonna say, I think he's done.
I mean, like, he got divorced and then he's just sad. He got divorced, he got fat, and then he's just sad now. Like, if you watch like some interviews with him, and like you can just see like the happiness has left his soul. Like, and I feel bad.
Who was he married to?
Like, You remember him in Mummy, and then like you look at him now, and it's just like,
Yeah. You can see it in the eyes.
he's dead inside. Like
Yeah.
he's literally dead inside. Like,
Yeah. You see it in the eyes. That smile's fake. You can tell.
he's dead inside. Here's like a full version of that picture that's even more like dead inside eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
That's like a politician smile. Like he's so dead inside right there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it just.
Oh, my God.
Man. Brendan.
Who was he married to?
Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. I think was he married to like a random person? Let me see. Hold on, Brendan Fraser.
Oh my God, that's so sad. The one on the right. He even has the sad eyebrows.
He does.
He's like, I'm trying to smile because you're looking at me, but I really don't want to be here, and I
he
could
was
care less.
He was married to this girl named Afton Smith. I don't know. Like, let me see. So they broke up in 2008. Was Brendan Fraser's last like actual like movie? He was in some shit. So he was in 2000. He was in The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor in 2008. 2009 he did Inkheart, which wasn't terrible. I actually kind of liked Inkheart, but then he was in G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra.
What? As who?
He had an uncredited cameo. I'm not counting that. That was his cameo. And then he was in Extraordinary Measures, which was not terrible with Harrison Ford, which I think that movie did terrible. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, movie did $15 million on a $30 million budget.
I mean, he just did. He has 3 movies in post production.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm good. Like he's coming back, which is good. He did The Poison Rose, which is a neo noir thriller.
Oh, that's right. He was in Doom Patrol. He was Robot Man.
Yeah, he was in Doom Patrol. You're right. Yeah, so he's making a resurgence, but I mean, I just need more of him.
Yeah,
I need more Brendan Fraser. Oh, also too, real quick. Back on top.
You want some? Hold on. You want some Brendan Fraser? Here's some Brendan Fraser for you. Bam.
Shit that needs to stop. Awesome. Thank you. Shit that needs to stop. Shit that needs to stop. Titans.
I have not seen any of it.
I was fucking done with that show. Like, they showed me Starfire, and then they were like, and then people were bitching about Starfire, and they came on like, yo, hey, it's cool. Don't worry. She was at a party. That's why she looks like that. We're going to have a more, like, true-to-life costume later.
And that's not the case.
15 episodes in, the bitch still looks like that. She looks like she's like some hooker off the street with a cheap wig, and I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate it so much.
You know what
I hate that show. But like even besides that, I hate that show.
You know what I don't get?
What don't you get, Webby?
Is you have people who are going to make TV shows like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And you have I'm looking at a cast picture right now of Animal Boy, Raven, Starfire, and Robin. Okay?
Animal Boy, you mean Beast Boy?
Beast Boy, whatever the fuck. Sorry, Austin. Now, what I don't get is they hire these actors and actresses, and then they give them shit costumes and make them look like shit.
Well, they give them shit costumes because
why don't they just get these people who spend the time? You see cosplayers who make their own costumes and look really 1,000 times better than that.
Oh, I know. But see, this is the thing. You get these people who everything now is so PC. Like, Starfire can't wear any of these costumes on TV nowadays without it being a problem. Especially that last one in the first one.
Like, well, I mean, yeah, but you could put them. You could easily do that second one.
I mean, the one that's the best that they should have went for was this one right here. And instead of doing the bikini cut briefs, just make it like, shorts. Like that would have been fine.
Yeah, like the one from the Teen Titans or whatever.
Yeah, that's like a skirt, but yeah, you make it shorts. It would have been totally fine. Like I'm totally cool with that. And I'm laughing too because I'm looking at let's see, hold on. And
now, is that the actress Is that the actress on the left who plays her?
I think so.
And they made her look like the one on the right.
Yeah, I'm like she looks more like Starfire on the left and on the right, but whatever. Like what? I don't fucking know what they're doing with their lives anymore. I don't get it. Like I really don't understand it. Like here you go, and people are like, "Oh, she's black." Da 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 da. Like I don't even care that she's black. Like, look, this is a black girl who's cosplaying Starfire.
Yeah.
she looks 1,000 times better.
1,000 times better. Like I said, dude, Hollywood, honestly, start looking
Here's
at
a black
cause. If
chick.
you're gonna do comic
Here's a
book
black chick
shows,
who's kind of doing that 1,000 times better.
yeah, honestly, if you're gonna do comic book TV shows or comic book stuff like that, get cosplayers and teach them to act.
Or not even just that. If you don't want to do that, well, first of all, it'd be cheaper. But also, if you don't want to do that, like, come on, like, and see, like, the top image right there, right? The top image right there. That's another black girl who cosplayed Starfire, and that's exactly how I felt. I was like, sweet. What are they gonna do with this? Oh,
yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good. Like, it's so bad. Like, it's so bad. Raven is fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at a picture of the Raven one right now.
Like this right here.
I'm not a
fucking
fan.
Picture right here.
Yeah,
this fucking picture. I quit everything. Like just stop. Stop with the fucking show. Cancel it. It's over. Done. They're not going to cancel it because it's a proof of concept. Like they won't cancel it because the show is a proof of concept. They also won't release the numbers. The show does not justify that. But if they cancel that, then people only keep the fucking network because of Young Justice. That's the only reason why people keep the network. Which next week,
random Raven cosplayer,
1,000 times better.
1,000 times.
Hold on. Titans versus cosplay. Let me here. The three most egregious sins of people. Here you go. The three most egregious sins in that show. Fix.
Yep. Like, okay, there's something I don't understand, and maybe they mention it in the show. I don't know. You've seen the show, right? Why
skin's not green?
Yeah,
I've seen as much as I possibly could on the show.
And have they explained that at all?
I don't remember them explaining it, but
like, it would not be that difficult to paint someone's skin green.
I mean, they paint Raven's skin pale. Actually, no, I'm questioning they don't. They should. They don't. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, it bothers me on every level, every conceivable level. It fucking bothers me, and I that show is awful. I'm just happy Young Justice is actually good this season. It could be better.
I need to watch.
It'll be literally the last 3 episodes coming out next Tuesday, so just wait and then you can watch the whole thing.
Are they releasing that? Oh, that's only on the DC streaming thing?
I've been watching it off
the other thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm saying next Tuesday, they're releasing the last 3 episodes next Tuesday, and that's the end of the season, so you can watch them all at one time. I would say this season benefits better by binge watching anyway, as opposed to watching it like one at a time.
Okay.
So yeah, I would recommend just waiting. That's me. It's really good. I enjoy it though. Another series that should stop: Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. As much as I love Pirates, I do love Pirates.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I love 1, 2, and 3 amazingly, but it no more. And Transformers, please, Lord Jesus Christ, if nothing else, if you take nothing else from this podcast, Hollywood, don't give Michael Bay any more money.
All right.
Don't. Just don't. Except for Bad Boys. Let him do Bad Boys. There we go. Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
They also canceled Krypton, which is a little depressing. But I understand why. They canceled Krypton. They canceled Krypton for the same reasons why they canceled fucking whatchamacallit. All the Marvel shows.
Oh, they did cancel it for that reason?
They canceled Krypton for the same reason they canceled. Sci-Fi canceled Krypton for the same reason that Netflix canceled all the Marvel shows, because basically, like, even right now, those characters are still locked into a Netflix contract.
Yeah.
For like TV rights for another 2 years.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken. But they were like, basically, Disney was like, "Yo, when you're done, basically, we're gonna take our shows back." And they're like, "Well, we're not gonna give you free publicity for 2 years. Like, it's not happening. Like, we're not gonna bill you an audience for 2 years for you to come in, take the show that's been established with all the stuff, and then we're gonna then move it to your network,
right,
and then just start doing it from there. Like, we're not doing that. It's not happening." Though that was mainly the reason why they canceled it. 1, 2, Disney also went and partnered with their biggest competition in Hulu. I mean, so yeah, that makes sense. It was a a good move. Man, Bad Boys for Life, huh? That comes out on my birthday too.
They're making another Bad Boys movie?
Yeah.
All right.
Bad Boys for Life, Bad Boys 3 is not going to be directed by Michael Bay. It's going to be directed by Adli E. Arabi Bilafala. And Bilafala. They're Belgian. I would have not have guessed they were Belgian. Not going to lie.
Say that last name one more time.
There's two of them. It's Adil E. Arabi. I'm butchering your name. I apologize. And Bilal Falah.
All right.
They are Belgian film and TV directors. They've directed almost nothing I've heard of. They directed some shit I've never heard of. They directed Black, which is a Belgian crime film. They directed Snowfall. And that's it. Oh my God, they're also directing Beverly Hills Cop 4? Oh shit. We're getting a new Beverly Hills Cop?
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Me too. Who doesn't love Beverly Hills Cop?
Dude, now I have to, now that you brought it up, I have to go Google.
Apparently there was an unaired TV pilot. There was an unaired TV pilot of Beverly Hills Cop that was going to star Brandon T. Jackson, and I'm okay as his brother, Aaron Foley. But yeah, no, Eddie Murphy's coming back too. We're getting Eddie Murphy back. Woo! Dude,
okay, that's enough of that background music. I'm going to have to listen to this afterwards.
I love Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, I love that theme. Just the song.
That theme is so great. Dude, that's my favorite thing for Space Chimps. When he plays the theme of Space Chimps.
Yep. Now I want to go watch Space Jam again.
I said Space Chimps, not Space Jam.
Oh, well, I still want to go see Space Jam.
I think they're making another Space Jam. Hold up.
Is it gonna be? Is it gonna have Brendan Fraser in it again? Wasn't he in the first one?
No, he was. It was what's his name? Bill Murray.
Yeah, but wasn't Brendan Fraser?
Was he in there? Hold on, let's see. Space Jam. Brendan Fraser. I know it was Michael Jordan, but it was.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. You're right. I thought Brendan Fraser.
He was in Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Okay, you're right.
He was in Looney Tunes Back in Action. Is there a Space Jam sequel? Let's see. I remember they were talking about it. Is there a Space Jam sequel? Yep, with LeBron James.
Well.
Space Jam 2, starring LeBron James, released on July 16th of 2021. Hopefully I'm still alive.
Here's to hoping.
Here's to hoping. It is Don Cheadle. I love Don Cheadle.
Best Captain Planet ever.
Yes. Yes. Oh, you know, I want to see there's a Captain Planet movie. Let's see. Are they gonna make a new Captain Planet movie? Please not.
Was there an original Captain Planet movie?
I don't even know. I don't know. Oh fuck! Wait. Oh man. Please. I think they are.
Well, that one's a fan-made movie trailer.
You're right, but I'm looking at a thing here. Apparently, the live-action Captain Planet movie is going to be dark and irrelevant. Is there actually a live-action Captain Planet movie? Hold on, I got to confirm this. Like, we're just bringing up all this shit. Apparently, Glenn Powell's writing it. Oh God, no, kill me.
What?
I think they're truly writing a Captain Planet movie.
Apparently, there was already a Captain Planet movie.
I don't know anymore. Captain Planet and the Planeteers. That was the animated movie.
Captain Planet 2012, directed by Jay Diaz.
I don't remember there being a Captain Planet in 2012. Let's find out.
It's on IMDb. I don't know if it's a spoof movie or.
That's the one with Don Cheadle.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at that's Captain Planet 3.
No, those are the Don Cheadle ones you're seeing is more like this, but photos from the actual.
Years later. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That Captain Planet looks like he belongs in a go-go bar.
I was just thinking the same thing. No, that Captain Planet is like should be arrested for hanging out with those kids.
I agree.
Like, oh my god. I'm putting that in the Discord. I don't even care because I know lots of people can see this. That is, that's a sight. That's a thing.
I'm trying to look at Captain Planet like an actual picture and see like where did they like? Oh, okay. There's a lot to unpack there.
Who the hell's the guy? Who's Matt Kohler's the one who plays Captain Planet?
That hurts. That hurts. Oh god. Oh man.
Images.
I can't get mad because they went true to form. They gave him the briefs. They shouldn't have given him the briefs.
They shouldn't have. I don't know.
Oh god.
I gotta see a picture of the normal Captain Planet now and compare.
It's accurate.
Is it too accurate?
It's too accurate. Here you go, Webby. Here's a picture that's also similar to the picture right there, but less serious.
I mean, they didn't get the little triangle part on the chest right. It just looks like he's wearing like a crop top or something. Like,
I mean, you're not wrong. It does look like he's wearing like a crop top.
It looks like he's wearing a 2-year-old's t-shirt.
There's a lot to unpack in that picture. And then they skimmed him the belt. The belt makes it worse. It looks like he bought a pair of Santa Claus pants and just cut them off at the thigh.
Yep. That is correct.
Oh God, why? Oh God. Please don't make a Captain Hollywood. If you're listening, don't make a Captain Planet movie. We don't need this. Nobody asked. Like, and whoever made Dora the Explorer, go to hell. Nobody asked for that movie.
But wait, but Devin, I know the perfect person to play Captain Planet.
Don Cheadle?
Nah, they can't afford Don Cheadle.
You're probably right. I'm upset. I'm upset.
What, you don't like Jean-Claude Van Damme Captain Planet?
I mean, I don't hate it, and that's why I'm upset.
Jesus. There's nothing about any of these pictures that I care about. I don't like what's happening. I don't remember any of the bad guys in Captain Planet.
It was just like
wasn't there some like huge yellow dude that fucking
it was like Blob.
Kinda, but didn't he like wear a Hawaiian shirt?
Like the polluter? Wasn't he like the polluter? Hold on. Captain Planet. Captain Pollution, that was his name.
Didn't he wear like a Hawaiian shirt or something?
No, Captain Pollution was like the evil Captain Planet created by the Rings of Destruction. And then he was destroyed at one point. And then that wasn't the main bad guy, though. I'm trying to find the main bad guy. I don't know what's happening in that picture. It was Dr. Blight. It was the lady with it was Dr. Blight. You're thinking of Duke Nukem. His name was Duke Nukem? They could use the name Duke Nukem?
What?
His name was Duke Nukem.
That's a video game.
His name was actually Duke Nukem, though. It was Duke, D-U-K-E, Nukem, N-U.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That guy. He wore the Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, his name is Duke Nukem.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Duke Nukem. So
am I. I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum. I'm pretty sure I did the voice wrong, but that's okay. We're going to roll with it. But yeah, I know. Oh, boy. That Captain Planet. Lots to unpack in that picture.
Oh, man. I don't even know.
That picture bothers
I
me.
just don't know anymore. Like,
that picture bothers me on so many levels.
I'm fairly certain we need to end this podcast now.
I mean, you're probably wrong, right? You're not wrong. Oh my God, they're making another Coming to America too. Like, Jesus. All right, so we got Coming to America. We got another Beverly Hills Cop. We got wow. All right, we got a lot of shit going on. All right,
I'm trying
whatever.
to find. I'm trying to find another Captain Planet.
We don't need another Captain Planet, Webby.
We always need more Captain Planet.
No, we don't. We really don't. Like I know you want to, but we don't. Oh my god, that was what the hell? Captain Planet.
Here, I'll bring it full circle because we've been trying to get listens in Russia. Okay. So I will end it on this note for you.
Oh god. Dolph Lundgren, Captain Planet.
Yep. In Soviet Russia, Planet saves you. Anyway. That was a good episode, Devin. I enjoyed talking about all of these movies that we feel that should just end. Some movies that we feel should continue. Any movies out there that you think should be rebooted? Like old movies that, like we talked about the Masters of the Universe finally getting a reboot. And I'm okay with this because they haven't beaten it to death and it's been an older movie. Are there any old movies that you think that with today's technology should get a reboot and think it might do all right?
The Breakfast Club.
Okay.
I think The Breakfast Club would be solid. For a kids movie, would be kind of funny. I would like to see like a remake of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Okay.
That wouldn't be terrible. I'm trying to think of one that was like bad at the time. I would like to see a reboot of Aragon and like an actual continuation of all of it.
All right, yeah.
I'd be solid with that one.
I'm trying to think of movies that I enjoyed when I was a kid, but just don't hold up to the time now.
But see, like all the ones I can think of hold up because they're good. Like the Goonies, that holds up fine. The Last Airbender, there you go.
You mean you'd like to see them do one that's good?
Yes. Another Clue. Although there is a movie I really want to see that's coming out. Hold on. New movie. Like Clue.
And listeners, feel free to chime in and message us on either Facebook or private message us, and I mean we'll talk about it, I'm sure. What are some movies that you think should be stopped as far as franchises, or movies that you feel should be given a reboot and given a second chance at life, so to speak?
Yeah, Ready or Not. I really want to see Ready or Not.
I don't know what that one is.
It looks really interesting. Like the trailer looks really interesting, and I kind of want to see it. Like it looks really interesting, and I'm curious.
Okay.
I'll show you the trailer after it's all over.
Yeah, no, I can't think of many other movies. I mean, I'm sure I'll think of them once we stop.
I mean, I can think of a couple movies I would like to see them try to remake because they're gonna fail because they couldn't remake them today. Number 1 and 2 on my list would be, Porky's, and fucking Blazing Saddles.
Oh yeah, man, I still feel like if they did it, they should do like they could do a reboot of Blazing Saddles. They should just stay true to it, man. Who cares who they offend? That's the whole point of humor back in the day.
But here's the thing: you can't get anyone who's as funny as Richard Pryor.
I mean, you're not wrong. Richard Pryor.
The only person who I can see being in that role and be as funny as Richard Pryor is Eddie Murphy. I don't know if he would do it.
Right. Well, I don't know. I mean, you know who would probably? You know who would do all right?
Dave Chappelle.
I mean, well, I feel like, I mean, yeah, he wasn't the first one.
He always jokes about Richard Pryor, but I don't know if he would actually do it because he's not really a Hollywood guy.
I was thinking like Kevin Hart, even.
Kevin Hart I like Kevin Hart, but I feel like Kevin Hart doesn't have the subtlety to pull off that role.
Yeah.
I like Kevin Hart. Don't get me wrong. He's a funny guy, but his comedy is very in your face, like about being in your face.
Yeah.
then I don't think it'll work.
But I seriously think a lot of the comedy from like that period was just it was meant to offend, and that was part of the humor because it was meant as a joke.
Right,
And people understood that it was a joke.
People can't take jokes anymore.
I understand that, which is why I think that these movies should be remade.
Well,
and
you're right. You're absolutely right. But the issue is,
people nowadays need that jolt of it. You know what I mean?
they're not going to make money. That's the problem. Like I don't think they could do a movie that's really going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. That's the biggest problem.
A black sheriff.
Oh, Webby.
Man.
When I send you this, you can watch it afterwards. I don't know how I haven't seen this since 3 years ago. I don't know how I haven't seen this yet.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, I've watched that. But yeah. Anyway.
Hey, if we have to do a live action vamp, can we get Stone Cold to play Shepard?
I mean, I picture Shepard being taller.
So Goldberg.
How much taller is Goldberg to Steve Austin?
I think he's a little bit taller. Goldberg is billed at 6'4". I think Steve's billed at 6'1".
Yeah.
6'2".
Because when I envision Shepard, he's not necessarily built like Goldberg. He's probably built more like a Steve Austin, but he's like 7 feet tall. He's like 6'11". Like, yeah, he's like borderline that 7 foot tall mark.
Okay, so he's
just a big dude.
I mean,
that's why back in the Dark Ages and the Medieval Ages he stuck out even worse because that was freakishly large for that time.
How about
period.
what's his name? What is it?
I mean,
Strongest man in the world.
You can also make anybody look tall in the movies.
Right. Strongest guy in the world. What's his name? Fucking.
Oh, the guy who played fucking in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, him.
The one with the really weird fucking long name. I think he had a really long name.
He did.
Yeah, that would be more like that would probably be more like the Shepherd.
I mean, it'd be him or like Brian Shaw, but Brian Shaw's not quite buff enough. Yeah, Hafthor Bjornsson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hafthor Bjornsson.
Strongest guy in the world.
It's Hafthor Bjornsson.
Yeah, that guy.
All right, we just got to get the budget
Images.
together. He looks really silly in a bow tie. Hold on. He looks really silly in a bow tie. Like, he looks out of place.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a picture of him in competition shape, which is different than Game of Thrones shape. Like, here's a picture of him in weightlifting competition shape.
Yo, I found a picture of if Max makes it out of this this combat alive.
It's not possible. Hey, that was us trying to steal those fucking farm animals the other day.
Right?
Jesus Christ, help us all. I mean, you know who Braun Strowman is?
No.
From the current WWE product? Let's see if I can find a picture of him. He'd be another good option for had to shave the beard, obviously, but he'd be another good option. He's like 6'8". Shave the beard, get the hair down. It'll work though.
Dude, some of these weightlifters are just like they have muscles on top of muscles, and it's fucking disgusting.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Shaw's out there like, blah, look at me. People are gonna look like this is a weird arc of a conversation. Like,
yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Because for the listeners out there, we are posting pictures throughout all of this.
And this is a shared chat. So we started off at
Where'd we
Sylvester
start
Stallone.
off? Hold on. We started
Sylvester
off.
Stallone.
Yeah, Stallone.
And then I posted like that Necrotronic.
Yeah. Then we went into movies.
I posted trailers for Dave Made a Maze. Then we got talking about fucking
Mazes and Monsters.
Then polar bears.
And then polar
all the
bears.
And then elk or moose. Sorry, all the moose.
Yeah.
Then
And then that brought us to sad Brendan Fraser. And then happy Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
To try to lighten the mood.
And then Teen Titans for a while. And then
Captain
Hills Cop.
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop. And then Captain and then sad Captain Planet. Like pedophile Captain Planet is bad.
And then Space Chimps playing Beverly Hills Cop theme. And then the Steve Austin, the world's strongest man in a bow tie, the world's strongest man after a workout, and then a guy carrying a horse.
You know what else really kind of upsets me, Devin?
What?
This picture. I don't know. I don't like it.
Oh God, no! End it.
Hold on. If you had, we will end it on this note. But if you had to describe what you're seeing right now to the listeners, how would you describe it?
You know what unsettles me more about that? I feel like that's also a stamp. Like you have to pick up his head to fucking. Oh God! Like it's like somebody's head. It's like a wax head on a stick, but it's carved weird. He has really like this really weird mustache and like these
and the dead eyes,
lips, and the dead eyes.
and like puckery red like cherry red lips.
I don't like it.
It's bad. All right, I'm gonna play. We need the moment of Zen with Devin. I'm gonna put you on the spot after having seen this goddamn picture.
That's fine. Oh my God, that is.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not. Oh, I gotta get some Zen quotes going here.
Oh man. Now if only I could get like
oh my God, that was terrifying.
A character art of the mountain done.
We can find something.
If we can find something similar.
Nah, I mean we can just go on Fiverr. Just pay somebody to do it. Be cheap. All right. Boom. Be a master of your mind rather than be mastered by your mind.
Boom.
Here we go.
I like it. And where can people find you on the internet? Because we are going to end.
You guys can find me on Twitter at DMP_Pookie and on Twitch at PookKilledMe. And as always, you can find me on eBay running away from this fucking headless fuck this picture. Like you find me on eBay running away from this shit.
It's a bad thing. I don't even know. I think the only thing more unsettling than that are muscular kangaroos.
I do like Jack Kangaroo pictures though.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of these are pretty rugged. Like they just don't look
I've seen
right.
them. I've seen them. Like
I don't like it.
Jack Kangaroos are hilarious to me. Like, especially when they're all up in the camera, like looking up, like "What's up?"
Yeah, I don't like it. They need to. Kangaroos are supposed to be. Yeah, see, I don't like that. Kangaroos are supposed to be like.
No,
cute.
This one's unsettling to me. He was like a fucking dog.
Yeah, especially when they go down. How the hell their front legs get so much bigger than their back legs? Their back legs is where all the power's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking weird.
It's messed up. Anyway, I'm going to start playing the outro music. Thank you guys for listening. Try to get us to Russia, as always. Fuck Booster Gold, and you guys can follow me.
The world's buffest kangaroo passed away at age 12.
Oh, well, that's probably why. They pumped him full of steroids.
Here he is with the bunny.
Well, they pumped him full of steroids, and it killed it.
But he's posing with his bunny.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at JaxForestWalker, all one word. On Twitch at DMWebby. And on Instagram at Patrick.Webster52. Yeah, till next time, everybody. Fuck Booster Gold.
Fuck Booster Gold.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Buff kangaroos for
You know what really freaks me out?
I want a normal sized kangaroo.
Buff bulls.
Well, yeah, that's gross. Again, that's the whole muscles on top of muscles thing.
It is.
I don't get it.
And he got his nuts hanging there. Like,
Well,
what's up?
What up, nuts?